Burke at fullback, Des Drummond and Joe Lydon the wings, Ellery Hanley combining with Keith Mumby in the centres. Tony Myler, the standoff, Andy Gregory again the halfback. The front row, Hobbs, Noble, Case, Mick Adams and Andy Goodway in the second row, and Terry Flanagan on the back. Looking at the Kiwi side, the same lineup as we have had for the first two tests, and this is the first time in history that anybody can remember where we've had the same team for 3 tests in a row. Kemble at fullback, O'Hara and Bell the wings, the wonderful centre combination of Luluwai and Arcoy, Olsen Filipina at standoff, Shane Varley at halfback, Kevin Tamati, Howie Tamati and Dane Sorensen the front row, Owen Wright and Kurt Sorensen the second row, and Hugh McGann on the back. The reserves for both teams, Great Britain have Steve Donlan and John Joyner, and the Kiwis, Clayton Friend and Ricky Cowan again. And I will start for the Kiwis. Expecting a big match from this Kiwi side today to make a clean sweep for the first time ever over Great Britain. Deep kick. As we've seen in the first 2 tests, expect hard, uncompromising tackling early on. Kiwis will want to stamp their mark on the match. Gary Kemble safe. Full of concentration, this Kiwi side. Kurt Sorensen. A good bursting run early on. Kurt Sorensen likes to get the ball and have a run very early on. Kevin Tamati. Howie Tamati waiting. Dane Sorensen. He'll be used in that role today to take the ball up. Shane Varley. Sit on, Olsen Filipina back inside. Still getting the pass away. Owen Wright. Fred Arcoy. The bomb. Kurt Sorensen. A little big for Des Drummond to take that way. Dane Sorensen. David Hobbs, the tackler. 3 tackles up on the Kiwis. Kurt Sorensen.
Kurt Sorensen looking all fired up at the moment.
Really does look inspired, doesn't he? Owen Wright.
This Great Britain tackling's very hard and uncompromising. They're going in high and low and putting the New Zealand players to stopping the ball. Something they didn't do in the first 2 tests.
Will we get a bomb? There it is from Olsen Filipina. Up underneath it, Hugh McGann. Nicely taken.
That was obviously a planned move. Put it back into the box. McGann was there. He nearly scored.
The turnover came.
Yes, that was a 6 tackle. The Englishmen never touch the ball, so it's their possession.
Thought for a moment that an Englishman had touched the ball, in which case New Zealand would have possession back with 6 tackles in hand. But an Englishman did not touch it. Therefore, Great Britain with a chance to run it out from their line. Very much on the defensive. Not a bad kick, and it's found the line.
Yes, these are the tactics New Zealand adopted in the first 2 tests, and Great Britain have decided to use similar.
Not the kind of front row I'd like to face anywhere. Howie and Kevin Tamati and Dane Sorensen. Shane Varley comes away with the ball. Andy Gregory is a really nippy little player. They've got a penalty.
Yes, that was for number 13, Flanagan. He was putting a little bit of dirt, you might call it, into Varley.
What's known as softening up tactics.
The referee called held, but he stayed on top of Varley.
Shane Varley injured his knee in the second test at Christchurch. He injured the medial ligaments. He's come right. I see he's got it strapped up, but there was some doubt yesterday and the day before as to whether Clayton Friend might come in. Kiwi's getting out of a tight situation there. Olsen Filipina. Still standing up for the tackle. Takes some putting down. Dane Sorensen dives on it.
He picked that ball up beautifully. Then it was a terrible pass, but Sorensen picked it up well.
Kevin Tamati. They're lucky to get possession and retain it. Coming out wide now, a chance for the Kiwis. Another drop pass. Luluwai going back for it.
Yes, New Zealand is a little bit tentative now. They haven't made their strong start as they have done the last 2 games.
Valerie Hanley, the tackler on Fred Arcoy. They're going to get another penalty.
Yes, the same sort of thing. The referee called held, and there was more roughening up going in the tackle.
Valerie Hanley, who has been the most effective back for Great Britain in this Test series. They brought him in from the wing to centre in the second Test. That's where he's playing today.
Yes, there are 2 silly mistakes from Great Britain. They can't really afford to do those this time of the game and let New Zealand to attack position again.
Here's one of New Zealand's planned moves. Very nearly fell right for Hugh McGann, but Ellery Hanley picks it up for Great Britain.
Great Britain, so I won't know what they're going to do next. It was a marvellous move. It nearly came off too.
Here's Drummond. David Hobbs. This is Gregory. And you don't run past Kurt Sorensen that easily. Having a little bit of an argument after the ball had been played there. Gregory, remember, is the man who was sin-binned last week.
Yes, I don't think Kurt Sorensen's forgotten what happened last week, and it was carrying on again.
What he got sin-binned for was putting the boot in a tackle that was on Kurt Sorensen. Campbell runs it up. Howie Tamati waiting. Dane Sorensen. Kurt Sorensen. They're assigning 2 men to Kurt Sorensen, as they did in the second Test. Barley. Kevin Tamati trying to do a little double round, and it's stolen. Gregory it was up there. Well, a good tackle saved it for them. Ellery Hanley up in position. Good chance for Great Britain. It was Gregory that nipped in and intercepted the pass.
Yes, he was nearly through. Kevin Tamati was looking for someone. He threw it wide, but there was no New Zealand player there. We were lucky that Dana Hara came across and helped Gary Campbell out and put Hanley down, but
the crowd cheering off to Andy Gregory, who was just being spoken to by the referee, just looking at a replay of that tackle. Dana O'Hara came flying back. They caught them. Andy Gregory being spoken to by the referee for back-chatting.
Yes, that was something that happened early on, but New Zealand have been penalised. It's in a reasonably handy position, about 25 metres out right in front, and that was for not getting off the man to play the ball again.
Mick Burke has 1 try and 20 goals so far on this tour. A man who held points records, which I'll tell you about in a moment. 7 minutes gone in the match. Mick Burke with a chance to put first points on the board for Great Britain. Well, it's an easy kick for Burke. Mick Burke, who had the points records in the 79-80 season in Great Britain, he kicked 140 goals and had scored 316 points.
Yes, that's the first time in this Test series that Great Britain have been in the lead at any stage of any game.
Drummond running it up. Certainly more fire in this Great Britain side than we've seen in either of the first 2 tests. They started this way in the first test for about 10 minutes. Campbell, right in position. Running it up, Gregory up there to make the tackle. He's perhaps over-energetic as Gregory, and perhaps a little ill-disciplined at times, but he's very effective on defence. Dane Sorensen. Kevin Tamati on the burst. That pass was supposed to go to Hugh McGann, I think. Hugh McGann bursting through.
Yes, it was on too, but I think we're just a little bit over-eager. We're trying to get those passes away, and we're running in 100 miles an hour trying to do the moves, but we've just got to settle it down a little bit and recompose.
Great Britain ball, but not hooked. Fiery little player is Andy Gregory, 22-year-old from Widnes. Ellery Hanley. It's Flanagan, Terry Flanagan from the Oldham Club. Goodway, player of the series in Australia. Better play from Great Britain, putting people into gaps. Keith Mumby almost away. Hugh McGann the tackler. Gregory deciding to go himself. This is a fight up Great Britain side. The kick from Hobbs. And O'Hara stops it going out. Kiwis in possession. Still going, Dan O'Hara. Finally tackled by Brian Case and David Hobbs. Varley flicks it on. Dane Sorensen bursting through that tackle. Myler. Filipino the tackler, his opposite number.
Come on, come on!
Mick Adams playing in number 11 today, has been in the 13 jersey on the back of the scrum for the first two tests. It's Adams putting it out to Gregory again. Gregory trying to go it alone. Shane Varley has him wrapped up. A little help from Kevin Tamati.
Yes, New Zealand side backs are going to go very fast and cutting it off for Gregory. He can't fit his outside man.
Little pass going astray. Flicked up by Mick Adams nicely. Myler has it. Coming wide this time, Mumby has Lydon outside him. This is good play from Great Britain. Joe Lydon. Noble. And the kick from Mick Adams. Too deep.
Yes, that was a bad attempt to bomb from Adams there. He just kicked it far too deep. Never gave his men a chance to get up there, and it went dead. So it's a tap 22 to New Zealand.
Reading between the lines of what Graham Lowe had said before this test match, he certainly expected Great Britain to come out and be inspired in the first quarter hour or so.
Yes, they've certainly done that, but I don't think you would expect the New Zealand side to make as many mistakes as they have. Especially with drop ball. Bad passing.
Dane Sorensen standing up. Doesn't matter how many people hang on. Campbell with the kick. Not a bad one. Burke going back for it. As ever, Mick Burke, former rugby international, is safe under it. Lydon well tackled by Dane O'Hara. Should I say Dean Bell. Certainly much better play tactically from the Great Britain side. 10 minutes gone, leading 2-0. Ryan Noble, Great Britain captain. Kick this time from Mumby. Dane O'Hara nudges it on to Campbell, back to O'Hara, drop, and Campbell's lost it too.
And Garrett Campbell's come from an offside position then, so there's another relatively easy chance for Great Britain to get 2 more points. A little unlucky there, but he had to fall on the ball, otherwise it probably would have been a try to Great Britain.
Well, it's all or nothing for Great Britain today. They lost 3-0 in Australia. They're losing 2-0 here, and they've already lost the series. A chance to salvage some pride. They have one test left against Papua New Guinea before they go home. So with 11 minutes gone in the test match, this could be 4-0 to Great Britain.
This Great Britain is showing far more commitment in their tackles, Tony, aren't they? They're stopping the ball. There's 2 and 3 to a tackle, and they're putting New Zealand down.
Former Rugby Union under-21 international, Mick Burke. Very safe player under the high ball. They don't come much straighter than that, so Great Britain are leading the Kiwis in the third test with 12 minutes gone by 4-0.
Well, that's certainly going to give them some confidence. They're in the ball game now, and we're going to have to lift our game to get back in our winning position that we have been in the last 2 tests.
Olsen Filipina restarts. Burke. Let's have a look at the kick. It's not going to go out. Dean Bell. Dean Bell will want to run. Dummies to Dane O'Hara. Well, he looked just a trifle lost there, Dean Bell. He has been one of the more inspired players. The touch judge is coming on. He saw a little dirt in that tackle. Ellery Hanley is being accused of it. So Kevin Roberts, the referee, listens to what the line umpire says. We'll have a look at it again. There's the tackle. That was what it was for.
Come on, Kiwi!
Hugh McGann. Kiwi side really needing to get back into this game now. 4 points down. Devon Tamati. Dane Sorensen. There's the line, just meters out now. Owen Wright gets the pass back. Gary Kemble's up there, just a couple of meters short. Dane Sorensen. Kevin Tumley waiting, looking around, see who's there. Shane Barley. The kick. Burke's under it. Taken safely by Burke. Tackled in goal.
Yes, Burke took that ball beautifully under his post, but he couldn't get it out. The New Zealand players were up there and they kept him pinned under his post. Drop out from the goal line. But that was another well-placed kick by one of the New Zealand players, and that time was Varley. Right on the spot.
19-year-old Joe Lydon kicks the ball.
That's what's happening. Oh, the Great Britain side made a terrible mistake. One of their players, I think it was number 6 Myler, standing offside from the kick. It's a penalty, New Zealand right in front. It's just shocking. A shocking mistake at this level of football.
Myler has been told.
The referee indicated that he had his foot over the line. He was standing in that position from the kick.
Well, perhaps it's a semantic point, but it's a silly mistake to make in a test match. So I think the Great Britain side now can say harira to the 4-point lead they had, because I'm sure Olsen Filipina is going to narrow it to 2. 18 minutes gone in the test match. Four points to 2. Great Britain lead.
They put the ball back quickly for the halfway line. They've kicked it off already.
Harry Kemmel running it back up. Sorensen. Evan Tamati. Kiwi's starting to find some of that confidence now. Shane Barley flicks it on to Olsen Filipina. Filipina pushes off one into the second. Still going, Olsen Filipina. It still gets the pass away. Nicely done. I don't think it was knocked on, so the ball's still live. Dane Sorensen.
We're up to the 5th tackle now, so New Zealand will probably kick it on this tackle.
Fred Arcoy, the little chip through, tackled after he kicked it. Myler has it. Gregory. David Hobbs. Noble waiting. See what they'll do with it this time, Great Britain. That's not particularly inspired from Terry Flanagan. Gregory. Well, almost an intercept for James Lillaway. New Zealand come up in possession. Dane O'Hara. Are they going to play the knock-on? Kevin Roberts in the first test played the advantage rule probably better than any referee I've ever seen.
Yes, there were very few penalties or scrums in that match, but I think with the firmer ground he might not be so lenient, and the advantage rule might not be played as well.
Burke. Gregory. Flanagan getting the pass up nicely to Gregory.
He looks very nippy when he gets that ball. He gets half a gap and he's through.
So I think he's made a difference over the first test, half-back Neil Holding. Just about 20 minutes gone in the test now. Great Britain leading the Kiwis by 4-2. Burke on that occasion played it himself. They're going to play it wide. Running from Joe Lydon. He picked the ball up well but couldn't go anywhere. Mumby. Flanagan gets it through, picks it up again himself. Eventually tackled, and Andy Gregory's in a gap. Out wide, Ellery Hanley. What can they do from here? Hanley trying to run hook Gary Campbell. He's going to get there. Good try.
A brilliant individual try by Hanley. A magnificent try of the strong Bradford winger.
Well, the Kiwi side have it all in front of them now. Have a look at it again. Flanagan it was that made the break. Nicely done. He got that pass up beautifully to Gregory, who's run off him well all day. Ellery Hanley out there just losing his footing for a minute. Decides that he can wrong foot Gary Campbell and does so. And made an individual try. Very nicely done. Very strong play from Ellery Hanley in the centres.
Yes, he beat 3 men there.
That's his 11th try on tour. We'll look at it again. A different angle this time. A little chip through. After this tackle, a little chip through because he played it himself. So I think actually we're looking at the wrong piece for a replay. Anyway, the kick coming up for Mick Burke right from the sideline. Flagged away. So Great Britain leading the Kiwis 8-2 with 22 minutes gone in the test match.
And quite deservedly that they're ahead, Tony. Here we go again. Here's Hanley. He beat Campbell and he run past Filipano. He missed him. Campbell come again, but
good try.
Hanley was over in the corner. A very strong try.
Ellery Hanley virtually taking on the Kiwi side on his own. Certainly has been the most effective back for Great Britain, as he was in Australia. 23-year-old from Bradford Northern. Normally plays standoff for his club. Played him on the wing in the first test. And brought him into centre for the second test. Burke. Kick. Dean Bell is back there. Campbell. Howie Tammany. Dane Sorensen. Barley. Good Sorensen. Kevin Tammany. The Great Britain tackling has been so much better in this test than in the second, I can't believe it.
Oh, by far, they're stopping that ball every time. One low and one high, and stopping that ball.
Bouncing over Des Drummond's head. Drummond running it back in.
This Drummond's one player who's come here with a big reputation. We really haven't seen a lot of him yet. He hasn't had a lot of room. The ball hasn't come his way a lot either in this series.
Flanagan.
Come on, Kiwi!
And Case well tackled. Some of the fire has just gone out of this Kiwi side momentarily. Burke, again, using Kiwi tactics from the first test. Put them back in their own half. But it hasn't found the line, and Dane O'Hara is going to run it back. Kimball. Howie Tunney. Ruakui to Varley. Right over the head of Hugh McGann and to Dean Bell. Why this time? Dane Sorensen. Got a back kick once again, bouncing over Des Drummond's head. Did it go out or didn't it? Drummond's going to play it, it's still in. 25 minutes gone. Great Britain leading the Kiwis 8-2.
Up we go, Kiwis, up.
Drop ball in the tackle, New Zealand possession. Hugh McGann there fast. So the Kiwis with a chance now, up on the 22-metre line. Kurt Sorensen. Howie Tunney. Dane Sorensen. Double round between Varley and Olsen. Filipino puts Kevin Tunney up. Metres out now, the Kiwis. Red Arcoy running a little himself. James Littleaway. Nowhere to go. Well covered. Kevin Tunney. Kick. Ball spilling wide. Lydon picks it up. Can't hold on to it. Sorensen tackled him. Filipina. Howie Tunney. Dane Sorensen. To Kevin Tunney, to Hugh McGann. Hugh McGann almost there. Going to get up and put it down.
Just wrong-footed. If it had gone the other way, he was over. There again, the referee ruled that the Great Britain player wouldn't get off McGann, and a penalty New Zealand out wide.
It's happening a little too often to assume that it's ignorance on the Great Britain players' side. I wonder if they didn't hear him call held.
I think it might be more like a professional foul because it's a little wide for a kick. But New Zealand aren't going to have a shot. Put it out there and have a planned move from here. There's quite a backfire on the Great Britain side if we can score from here.
New Zealand have 5 penalties to Britain's 2.
We've got the wall here, a planned move.
Olsen Filipino couldn't quite smuggle it away. One of the moves they've been practicing and training all week. James Littleaway, Campbell, outside him is Dane O'Hara. Quick try, Dane O'Hara. Well, I guess something had to come from that. The Kiwis getting the advantage. Let's have a look at it again. James Littleaway flicked the pass out. Gary Campbell missed out Dean Bell, who was way over on that wing, and gave it to Dane O'Hara to cross the line.
Yes, look for number 3, Littleaway. When he goes and he steps, he commits 2 men in. He gets Hanley in. Campbell's there as the extra man. It's out to O'Hara, and it's a good try.
What was Dean Bell doing way over there?
Well, we had another overlap there as well. That was brilliant. Brilliant wing try. But that's probably Great Britain's fault. They gave away that stupid penalty. New Zealand never had a shot for goal. They had a planned move on, and that was it. The final result was a try to New Zealand. And they're right back in the game now. Filipino right on the sideline on the 22-yard line.
Chance to equal the scores.
Bad luck, Olsen Filipino.
You can't get any closer, and hard luck for Olsen Filipino. So Great Britain still leading the Kiwis after half an hour in the first half, 8-6. Let's have a look at that try again. That's Fred Arcoy. Flicks it out. Luluai committed 2 men and then got his pass away. Kemble the link. Dean Bell was out there, but they missed him out and gave it to Dane O'Hara. Dane O'Hara just caught a line.
Now New Zealand looking a lot better, a lot more confident now. Campbell took that ball with a lot more aggression than he had early in the half.
Lane Sorensen, big pass to Hugh McGann. McGann down the sideline. Kurt Sorensen, Barley, Dane Sorensen. Through Arcoy to Luluai. Luluai just couldn't get his footing. Kurt Sorensen on the burst. This is more like the Kiwi side we've come to expect, and the crowd rising to them.
A lot more commitment out there. They're running hard onto that ball, backing each other up, and really playing inspired football.
Dane Sorensen takes it up. Varley. Arcoy, Kemble, Luluai can't hold it. I think they'll come back for a knock-on.
Yes, they put Kemble up there. They drifted one of the centres out through to Kemble, and if Luluai had picked that up, there might have been a little bit of room for him out there. The New Zealand team are really trying to throw it wide and get it out to their wings.
James Luluai, probably the ideal build for a rugby league centre, 6 feet and 13 stone. Good tackle by Shane Barley on his opposite number, Andy Gregory.
New Zealand players inside the 5 metre line, penalty to Great Britain, just outside their 20, about 10 metres outside their 22-yard line. Penalties now 5-3 to New Zealand.
So 33 minutes gone in the first half of this third test. Great Britain leading 8-6. Great Britain don't seem to have the same kind of fire when they run. They've combined very well as a team today. Gregory with Goodway running up. Noble puts it back. No compromise in Kurt Sorensen's tackling. Better from Great Britain. Myler going back inside, spoiling the move.
It was a very good tackle of Kevin Tandy. He stopped in his tracks. I think he might have hurt him too.
Gregory was going to kick it himself. Kick it out wide, Hanley. Hanley looking for support. Well wrapped up. Still gets the pass away. Kemble.
Yes.
Just a little bit of confusion in both sides out there.
Yes, they weren't sure what was going on. Just going to say Gary Kemble hasn't dropped a ball or made a mistake in 2.5 tests so far this series.
A little bit more inspiration now for the Kiwis. Dane Sorensen takes it up, takes the first tackle. And in the space of their 6 tackles, they certainly are making more ground than Great Britain. Just not finishing it at the moment. Kevin Tuberty, nice pass inside.
Yes, when the New Zealand side run, there's always people backing them up on the inside and out. They look a little sharp to the Great Britain side.
O'Hara trying to come back in past Ellery Hanley. Arcoy with the kick. And again, tackled late.
This might be an overlap here if you don't watch it.
Joe Lydon giving them some space. Gary Kemble. Well, Joe Lydon played a gamble, putting a little kick through, but it didn't pay off. Kiwis in possession. Barley, O'Hara. Kurt Sorensen. Still gets the pass away, flicked it back. Nicely done, Shane Bowden. Olsen Philippina. Own right. Harley.
Oh, magnificent.
Nice passing. Hugh McGann. Dean Bell. Back to McGann. Own right. Still going. Own right. He'll make the line. Own right. Puts the pass inside. Tony Myler picks it up. Oh, great Kiwi passing.
Magnificent backing up and ball handling. That was brilliant display by the New Zealand backs and forwards.
And literally a standing ovation from the crowd. Once again, the Kiwis starting to get into their stride, show a little of the ball skills that they've become famous for in the first 2 tests in the wet. And let's hope we see some more of it. Look at this again. Dean Bell, McGann, Owen Wright. Owen Wright still going, almost reached the line, thought he was going to get tackled, knew he was in the tackle, flicked up the pass, and Tony Myler picked it up for Great Britain. Dean Bell was looming up on the inside but couldn't get there in time.
The touch judge is on the field reporting something to the referee. I never caught it, but they're down there chatting. It seems quite serious. Penalty to New Zealand right on the halfway line. I don't know what it was for, but must have been something quite serious.
Terry Flanagan was being spoken to. The new man who has come into this side from the Oldham club. In fact, he's the captain of Oldham. He's only 23, looks a lot older. 6 feet and 13 stone 9. He's been very effective in this Great Britain side so far. Couple of minutes remaining in the first half now. Another planned move from the Kiwis. Great Britain they weren't sure where it was going.
You heard me.
Hugh McGann. Dane Sorensen. Olsen Philippina straight through a little gap. Lays it himself. Almost losing it forward. I think it will be ruled knocked on.
No, it's a penalty against Great Britain. And this should tie the scores up. 10 metres out from the goal line, virtually right in front. The referee, Robin Philippina, played it forward. Great Britain man came from an offside position to tackle him.
It looked as though Olsen Philippina might get brought back for the knock-on, but the referee saw the first incident. Penalties favouring New Zealand 7-3.
And that's one area where Great Britain really can't afford to let themselves get done on as a penalty count, because they're getting attacking position and just throwing the advantage away.
Points have come so far. After 7 minutes, a penalty to Burke made it 2-0. 11 minutes, a penalty to Burke made it 4-0. And after 21 minutes, Ellery Hanley scored a try. More points on the board through Olsen Philippina. Levels the scores with a minute remaining in the first half. And for New Zealand, after 18 minutes, a penalty to Philippina. After 29 minutes, a try to O'Hara. And after 39 minutes, another penalty to Olsen Philippina. So the score's level with a minute remaining in the first half. Oh, what an exciting test match this is. Andy Gregory to restart. It's been tough and it's been tight. James Luluai. Red Ackroyd. Campbell. Here's Drummond. It's a bit hard to stop as Des Drummond. It does 100 metres in 10.6. They've regained it again, but I'm sure it'll be ruled knocked on.
Yeah, double knock on there. No advantage to anyone. The referee quite correctly rules a scrum. Going into half-time, I don't think we didn't think Great Britain would be in the game as far as they are, Tony. We thought New Zealand would be probably 5 or 10 points ahead at this stage.
Yes, I expected them certainly to be one try up. The reason why they haven't been
scrum.
Scrum penalty against Shane Varley, feeding his side. Differential penalty. You can't have a shot if you want to. So Mick Burke puts it out. Great Britain in potentially an attacking position from here.
The right idea, there's only less than a minute to go. They've got to get up there.
Kemble safe.
Magnificent take by Gary Kemble.
Little punch-up broke out between Shane Varley and Brian Noble.
Yes, Noble, number 9 for Great Britain. He was the captain, and he went looking for it then. It's strange for a captain to do that, and especially in a test match.
And good to see that there's a little discipline in the Kiwi camp. And very quickly, Fred Arcoy, the captain, was in there, along with 1 or 2 others, to try and break it up. Let's have a look at it again. It started between Brian Noble, the Great Britain captain, and that's where I suspect it started, putting his foot in. Shane Varley had a go at him. Shane Varley, for a little fella, wasn't doing too badly there.
What's happened now? Great Britain have been awarded a penalty. It's midway sideline and goal post. Burke will bring it back to the 22, and he may kick this goal, and they go in the half-time lead.
One of the pertinent facts about the first 2 tests is until the last minute of the last test, which was the second one, there had not been any punch-ups, dirt, or nastiness of any kind between these 2 sides. Let's hope it doesn't erupt into that kind of game.
They seem to be fairly isolated when it has happened, Tony. There doesn't seem to be the aggro between them. They're playing hard football, but the dirt's not there, I don't think.
So a chance now for Great Britain to go under the stands at half-time with a 2-point lead. And it's there. So Great Britain go up at half-time with a 2-point lead, 10-8 over the Kiwis, and certainly I'm sure nobody would have been picking that score as a half-time. Well, the Kiwis came out looking very fired up and trying planned moves and looking as though they were very confident. But Great Britain have tackled them out of the game so far. They've tackled all predictions by 10-8. Points came from a penalty from Mick Burke right on half-time to make the score 10 to Great Britain, 8 to New Zealand. And now with Great Britain, a chance to salvage some pride in this test series and a chance for the Kiwis to make rugby league history by being the first Kiwi side ever to make a clean sweep against Great Britain. They've got to come from behind to do it.
Yes, the last time that New Zealand, the last and only time New Zealand's ever won a 3-test series was in 1964 against France. In those days, the great players around there, Roger Bailey, Graham Kennedy, Mel Cookie was the captain, and Munga Emery, that great Maori prop forward.
Kemble. Not a bad kick once again. Burke having to wait for it. Tacklers up there, slipping Allen, still getting the pass away. Lyden. Certainly more determined running from Great Britain than we have seen in either of the first 2 tests. Mumby held by him again. Kick back, Kemble in position as ever, running it up.
Yes, Gary Kemble. He's hardly made a mistake in the whole series, has he? He's been superb.
Been nigh on perfect in terms of positional play, kicking and tackling. Varley, quite see a gap there, gives it to Kevin Tumley. Cousin Howie waiting. Dane Sons. Olsen for the final. Tumley. Upward. Kurtzon Sorensen. Good pass from Kurt Sorensen to Dane O'Hara. O'Hara had nowhere to go, well covered by Des Drummond. Riley with the kick.
Yes, he kicked it too hard then on the foot to scrum back, and it's Great Britain's feet to the scrum, and they probably will hook it from here. But Kurt Sorensen standing out wide amongst the centres, where he likes to play, and Graham Lowe has given him free rein to stand out there, and he's very dangerous once he gets that ball. That was a beautiful pass to O'Hara through then.
Andy Gregory to feed the scrum, and once again it came out New Zealand side. He's penalised Great Britain. Strike.
Yes, his feet up. The Brian Noble, the Great Britain hooker, obviously had his feet up. That was indication from the referee. So New Zealand should go back into an attacking position after this kick from Campbell.
Not a bad line kick from Campbell. So right up inside the 22-metre line now. Midway, 10-metre and 22-metre line. Another planned move. The wall again. Kurt Sorensen coming out with it that time.
Yes, this wall they used, they've got many variations of it. And that time they took it back the blind side, and it was nearly a try if he had controlled the ball.
Owen Wright just couldn't hold it coming through there on the burst. That's Howie Tumbity, the hooker, the penalties he gets for dropping his arm. Burke puts it out.
He actually hit the commentary box of the radio commentator, Des White, and actually smashed the glass all over the people in the stand below.
Come on!
So Great Britain leading 8-10 with 3 minutes gone in the second half of this third test. Bit of play, Burke up in the line. Almost had an overlap, Lydon coming back in. Flanagan.
Yes, there was about 8 or 10 passes put together there, but they didn't make any yardage. It was
Gregory.
pretty aimless.
He's looked good as Andy Gregory, little halfback. Noble. Knock on.
Yes, the Great Britain side, although they're ahead by a couple of points, they haven't got that touch. New Zealand's got to back the ball carrier up inside and out. In that position there, the guy who received the ball wasn't ready for it and knocked it forward. Bad mistake.
So Shane Varley to feed the scrum. Little fella, Shane Varley. It was him you saw involved in a little punch-up a while ago. 5'6" and 10 stone 7. Playing his 10th test for the Kiwis today. Got a pass out under pressure to Austin Filipina. Nicely done. Filipina pushing off Myler, his opposite number. Myler finally gets the tackle. Put away. Work up on him quickly. Arcoy gets the pass away. Kevin Tumbity still getting it back. Varley flicks it out the other side. Kurt Sorensen. Kurt Sorensen gets his pass up. Nicely done. Filipina still going. Just losing it forward. Comes back to Arcoy, but they'll play the first knock on.
Oh, that was magnificent stuff, wasn't it? Kurt Sorensen going to the ground and flipped it up for Filipina coming through. And it went through several other pairs of hands and just a knock on there. But Arcoy received the ball then, and he was in the clear.
And once again, the comparison between the two sides, when the Kiwis put half a dozen passes together, they make ground, whereas Great Britain have not been doing so. Burke?
Yes, Burke, when he's come in the back line, he's the only one of the backs that's really made, except for Henley, that's made any ground.
Flanagan. Nice passing. Goodway ends up with the ball. Nice little sequence from Great Britain, starting to put them together. Here's Gregory.
He's very nippy. He's very nippy when he gets that half gap.
Finally, the long arm of Owen Wright caught him. Hanley getting the pass back. Flanagan.
They're within the New Zealand 22. It's the last tackle, so what will they have on here?
Dean Bell under it nicely. And the Kiwis in possession. Marcoy. That's Sorensen on the burst. Campbell with the kick. And Burke is under it. Nicely caught, Mick Burke.
Here's the backs of their crowding themselves, just going sideways. They're not taking that ball move. They're standing flat-footed. Got to get deeper and run onto it. They're going to break this New Zealand defence.
Tony Myler looks a yard short of pace too. Tony Myler has been nursing a knee injury right through the tour in the tests against Australia, and really I think it's showing. Nicely back, Flanagan. Myler waiting. Hugh McGann up on case very quickly. This is Noble. Gregory. Mumby well held by Dean Bell, gets the ball back. In a good way. Tackled 3-on-1. Ellery Hanley. Ellery Hanley, the danger man.
Six tackle again. They'll probably put the ball up, so it's back to Adams and up it goes. And well positioned too.
Nicely knocked back. Joe Lydon's got the ball. Mumby. Mumby puts it down.
And Mumby a try.
Well, Kevin Roberts has given them the try. Well, the scoreline would have been hard to believe if you'd told somebody before the match. Let's have a look again at that move. It was nicely knocked back in basketball fashion. Lydon picked it up, ran out for the corner, found some support inside him in Mumby, and Keith Mumby just had to dot it down.
Yes, there's no doubt about that try. There can't be any dispute about that. It was a fair try. It was a good kick by Adams. He puts it up here. This is one of the few times that New Zealand haven't really gone up and contested the ball. It goes out to Lydon. Campbell comes across, takes him well. Lydon flips it behind him. Mumby's there. Fair try. Good try.
Really the Kiwis being beaten by their own tactics.
Yes, this Great Britain side have certainly learned, haven't they? Since we were here 2 weeks ago, they're using the similar tactics to what New Zealand did, and they're having good results with them. New Zealand have to come back now if he kicks this goal.
So Mick Burke. Yes, it's there. 16 points to 8. 10 minutes gone in the second half. Great Britain with a comfortable lead.
Yes, this Great Britain side have shown a lot of character to come out in this Test match. Now we'll see what character in this New Zealand side. They're down 8 points, and they're going to try and get back into it.
Just looking at that try again. The knockback. Joe Lydon picked it up. Dean Bell had him covered. Campbell took the tackle. Bell was with him. But the ball just dribbling out for Mumby to pick up and dot over the line. Restarted now. Great Britain on their 22-metre line. Noble. That's good running from Hobbs. Gregory. Great Britain obviously getting some confidence, and what a long way this Kiwi side has to come back from now. Burke. bounce. Harcourt. Kemble. This crowd is really electric at the moment.
Yes, that was a bad mistake by Gary Kemble. He dropped the ball in the tackle. The referee offset called out, and we have a replacement coming on.
Shane Barley is going off. Clayton Friend is coming on. And a big roar from the crowd for this little Monaco player who has had a run in the dying moments of the first two tests. Shane Barley going up to sit in the stand with Graham Lowe, and Clayton Friend coming on, getting his opportunity. 22-year-old from the Monaco club. He's the same dimensions as Shane Barley, 5'6" and 10 stone 7. He's a butcher, playing today in his 4th test. Made his debut in '82 against Papua New Guinea.
At that time, it was a scrum penalty for New Zealand, and Kemble's put New Zealand back in the attacking position in the Great Britain 22.
Kurt Sorensen. Right. Kevin Tamati. Howie Tamati. Clayton Friend. May take Clayton Friend just a few moments to get into the pattern of the game. Dane Sorensen.
This Great Britain attack is very good. They're stopping the man and the ball.
Kevin Tamati on the burst. It's more like what the Kiwis need to get across this line. Players bursting onto the ball.
The last tackle, what's on here?
Hugh McGann, back to Arcoy. Arcoy trying to put a little kick in, picks it up again, and they'll come back for the whistle.
Yes, it was the last tackle. He had to try something. He didn't want to give the ball over, turn it over for no reason, but he tried to kick it and knocked it on, so it's a scrum with Great Britain defeat in a defensive position.
Kiwi's ball, Clayton Friend has it.
Yes, one against the head to Howie Tamati. A vital tight end.
Hugh McGann trying to make the line, just a couple of metres short now, the Kiwis being exhorted by the crowd. Kurt Sorensen. Howie Tamati. They're going to spin it. Olsen Filipana flicks it back to Owen Wright. Owen Wright still going. The nice pass back. James Lillaway! Good try. What a build-up. What a try. Lillaway again in the right place at the right time. Good passing from the Kiwis. Again showing their ball skills and coming back into this game. 16 points to 12 with a chance to make it 14.
And that's James Lillaway's 5th consecutive try in Test football with 5 consecutive tests.
Look at how it came out. There's Olsen Filipina. Stands up, flicks the pass back. Owen Wright ran it wide. Owen Wright gets a big hand out with the pass to James Lillaway. Lillaway dives over the line in the tackle of Mick Adams.
Yes, that try was made with a flick pass from Filipina, but Owen Wright showed tremendous skills there to take two and three tacklers on and get the ball back to Lillaway.
Olsen Filipina now with the kick, and it's just wide.
It's over.
It's over. It looked from here as though it was just right of the post, but they give them the 2 points. 16 to 14. Great Britain leading. 15 minutes gone in the second half.
And that's just what we needed. New Zealand with 8 points.
Filipina's pass was good to Owen Wright. Now have a look at Owen Wright's pass. Back to James Lillaway. Right place, right time, try. A lovely pass from Owen Wright. He ran it out wide and drew the defence out there, and then just put it back inside for James Lillaway. So nicely done. So the Kiwis will have a little more confidence now. They only need another try. Filipina. Tamati. Kevin Tamati running the other way. Dane Sorensen busting again. Howie Tamati. They're fired up now, these Kiwis. Nicely put up for Olsen Filipana trying to get the pass away, but it goes up in the air. Lydon has it. They lose possession. Flanagan.
Yes, the New Zealand players are all on their toes. Very keen at the stage.
Nobody is going anywhere in this Great Britain side. Brian Case, injured in that tackle, but he really is getting the raspberry from a most unsympathetic crowd here.
Yes, someone went over the top there. I didn't see who it was, but his head went back quite quickly.
Well, if he has to come off, have a look at the tackle again. Well, there were 3 of them on him. It was a legal tackle, but it would have hurt. Case is still injured. He's still on the paddock.
Yes, I think he's in cloud 9. He doesn't know where he is. He's still down.
They might be in trouble if they need a replacement. Oh, good play from Great Britain. Nicely stolen, Kevin Tumley. The ball bobbles round. They'll come back to the knock-off.
Thank you, Mark.
Brian Case from Wigan, 26-year-old, who already has a try on tour. If he comes off, their replacement forward will be John Joyner. Clayton Friend! Nicely done, Clayton Friend! Well, he caught the unawares, Clayton Friend. We'll wait for the replay and see how he did it.
Oh, man, a magnificent individual try by Friend. The crowd has gone absolutely berserk. Magnificent try. At that stage, the Great Britain forward has just gone off, and number 15's come on, which is John Joyner.
Yeah, John Joyner, normally a forward, but he hasn't played in. Normally a back. He hasn't played in the forwards. He's 29. He comes from Castleford, but he hasn't played 15 tests.
Yes. This should be a formality for Filipana.
Yes, it's there. As is the response from the crowd. New Zealand go into the lead for the first time in the match. 20 points to 16. 20 minutes gone, second half.
Yes, you see what happened here. Great Britain were 1 forward short. They never had a loose forward. No one to cover the blind side. And therefore, the gap was there. Clayton Friend was through. The other, no one to beat. The fullback was marking his man. A brilliant try to Clayton Friend. And how the Auckland crowd responded to that.
Clayton Friend is very much a hero on Carlaw Park. He's one of the few local players that managed to get into this side. He and Dean Bell are very, very popular with their home crowd here at Carlaw Park, and they would have loved that. I've never heard such applause. So the Kiwis in front.
Yes, 5 minutes ago, New Zealand were 8 points behind, and now they're 4 ahead and look in total control. And there's 20 minutes to go, and this is the last of the 3 test series.
So the Kiwis on their way to making rugby league history as Gary Kemble kicks the ball deep into Great Britain territory. Picked up by Lydon very nicely.
Clayton Friend again, a brilliant tackle around the ankles. But I think he might be a little bit over-enthusiastic there. The touch judge is on, and it may be against Clayton Friend.
Clayton Friend getting spoken to. The boos from the crowd are coming for the referee, not for Clayton Friend. I can tell you, he is certainly a hero here. Whatever he does, they love.
Yes, well, Great Britain back in attack position for the first time in about 10 minutes. So they've got to try pull out all stops here.
So Great Britain up on attack now. Inside the 22-metre line in Kiwis territory. They'll need tough Kiwi tackling. Noble.
Tammany went over the top then, but he missed Noble.
Trying to run it in now, Great Britain. Can't get a play. It's a good way. Flanagan. Back inside, intercepted by Clayton Fred.
Big pass by Flanagan. Flanagan has got through a lot of work today, Tony, hasn't he?
He has indeed. His tackling has been superb too.
Yes, his first test.
Flanagan in a good way. The tackling between them has been good. So Kiwis now with a chance. Olsen Filipino. Seems ridiculous to say the Kiwis have got a chance on their own 22-metre line, but in the first two tests and in the latter moments of this one, that's what we've seen. They're in with a chance in possession anywhere on the field.
Oh,
Dean Bell. Good running, Dean Bell. Caught and taken out on the line by John Joyner, the replacement forward for Great Britain. Number 15 for Great Britain. The man who's come on to replace the injured Brian Case.
Get me around.
Up inside Great Britain territory now.
Yes, when New Zealand move that ball wide, they really sparkle. And they're so much better than the Great Britain back line when they get it out wide.
Great Britain win the ball. Miley. Nowhere to go, and New Zealand in possession.
There's no overlap on here.
Lillaway, back through to Arcoy. Arcoy back to Dane O'Hara. Oh, this is a fired-up Kiwi side now. They want to prove a point.
Yes, those three whole players, they switched it across and they knew where each other was.
It's the first time Kurt Sorensen's been knocked over in a tackle.
Yes, David Hobbs put him on his back quite well then, didn't he?
Lillaway slipping and diving. Clayton Friend. Hugh McGann running up off him. McGann's got nowhere to go. Kevin Tamati.
Last tackle, the ball's going up. Friend's putting it up.
Ellery Hanley loses it.
Drop out on the post, forced down by Mick Adams, a Great Britain second row.
And possession back to the Kiwis.
It's amazing this Kiwi side, doesn't matter who puts that bomb up, they're always perfectly placed. And in these last three games, I would say 80% of the team have tried it, and there's not once it's been
Yes, more than one interested spectator has called them the Black Bombers. Dean Bell. Strong running, Dean Bell. Dane Sorensen. Making yardage with every tackle. Kevin Tamati. Nice pass to Owen Wright. Oh. So many chances. Kurt Sorensen now wide. Next the pass out to Dean Bell. Dean Bell's only going to make the line. Just bundled out.
Oh, magnificent stuff from Kurt Sorensen here. He got that ball. He was going to the ground. He flicked it up from Dean Bell. Just out a metre from the corner.
And it was only the superb defensive abilities of Andy Goodway that got across there in time to stop Dean Bell going into the corner.
Yes, the last 10 minutes caught him out of the New Zealand team in total have put the ball around, they've run onto it, they've passed, and they're looking so sharp. I can't see them being beaten at this stage now.
Dean Bell is a fitness fanatic, and you see him there pumping away, an indication of the effort that's been put in by this Kiwi side. Joyner flicking it back to whoever's there. Burt comes up with it. Flanagan. And once again, they're not really going anywhere, Great Britain. That's a better wrap-up tackle from Owen Wright. Stopping Myler getting the ball away. Kick from Hobbs. Dean Bell's back there. Mumby the tackle. Sorensen. Characteristic elbow up as he goes into the tackle. Give him a forearm jolt. Luluai. Going right up there. Olsen Filipana flicks it back. Arcoy can't get the pass away. Trying to get it up. Kiwi's still in possession, but I think it went forward.
Yes, it went forward then. The pass from Fred Arcoy went forward, but the ball skills and the running on the ball, it's amazing, isn't it?
And Olsen Filipina really starting to come into the game. Haven't seen a lot of him in the first half. Britain trying to steal away the ball.
Scrum penalty to New Zealand and correct feeding.
I noticed John Jordan is playing halfback.
Yes, I hadn't noticed that. Kevin should put this out, and New Zealand have been really attacking the Great Britain line. What planned move will they have here? Will it be a line or will it be a wall? Looks like they're going to use the wall again.
Didn't quite work that time. Hugh McGann trying to go. Kevin Tumney.
Just getting the ball back to the middle of the field so they open up their blind side. They go either way then.
Salvages it. Dean Bell. Dane Sorensen again, taking the ball up. What a workhorse Dane Sorensen has been in the 3 tests.
Yes, he's had 3 brilliant games and he's carrying on today.
Oh, Olsen Filipina standing up in that tackle. James Luluai through! Oh, good try! That's why Olsen Filipina is in the side. Standing up in the tackle, getting the pass away, and once again, James Luluai, right place, right time, score a try.
Yes, I think you named him well early in this, after that first test, Tony. James the finisher Luluai, and exactly what he is. Here we go. The ball comes out to Kevin Tammany. He takes it through, tops it up to Olsen Filipina. He stands in the tackle. James Luluai positions himself between 2 tacklers, but he shows so much strength and determination underneath the post.
If we get another look at it, just have a look at how long the pass was held up for James Luluai.
Right in front of the post. New Zealand go out to a 10-point lead. 26 points to 16 with 9 minutes remaining.
The second replacement for New Zealand. Have a look at this. The feature is the pass from Olsen Filipina. Now he delayed it and he put it in perfectly in the right place for James Luluai to come in and score that try.
But look at the determination of Luluai. Wasn't it fantastic? Here we go again. He's through here. He takes on 2 men. But the strength and determination, too much for the Great Britain. Myler misses him there. Beautiful try.
Now there's another replacement on the paddock as Kurt Sorensen runs the ball up for the Kiwis. Kane Sorensen. Number 15 for New Zealand. The new man is Ricky Cowan. Cowan running with the ball now. Trying to establish who he's replaced in a moment. Cowan is only 20 years old. Made his debut last week.
Yes, looks like Hugh McGann's off. And Ricky Cowan's taking Hugh McGann's spot.
He's 6'2" and 16 stone. And a very fast runner. Fred Arcoy. Ricky Cowan from the Mount Albert Club here in Auckland. Made his debut last week in the dying moments of the game. So this Kiwi side out to a 26-16 lead now. 5 minutes remain in this game. Barry Kemble very leisurely going back to pick that ball up. tackle by Andy Gregory. Dean Bell. Luluai. Oh, Luluai showing how tricky he is. Still looking to get the ball away in the tackle every time. Dane Sorensen. Dane O'Hara. Kevin Tamati pushing it back. Clayton Friend. Just coming over to reassure Clayton Friend that he need not worry about that.
Here we have the replay here. Tammany drops it through. Picked up by Friend. He's tackled by David Hobbs, number 8. Well, if that had connected, that would have put Clayton Friend into next week, I think, Tony.
Clayton Friend, the young player, getting some encouragement from his teammates, but he's a tough little fella. Starting to show a little bit of the frustration now, this Great Britain side. They had a lead early on, and the Kiwis have come out fired up in the second half and taken it off them.
Yes, well, they had an 8-point lead. Caught them now in the second half, but they haven't capitalised. New Zealand's come back with some tremendous football.
So, just under 5 minutes remaining in this match. Stolen by Alson Filipina, connecting up.
There's a good spot tackle there from Ryden coming in. Took little way out of play.
Dean Bell along the sideline. Still gets his pass back inside.
But he must have put a foot in a touch.
He was out.
He's out. 10 metres from less than 10 metres from the goal line. But this is amazing football, Tony, isn't it? The way they're throwing that ball around.
Dean Bell, the Manukau Express. He's so good on that sideline.
But this three-test series have been a great promotion for rugby league. The standard of football, the quality of football has been amazing, especially from our New Zealand team.
3.5 minutes away from making history, this Kiwi side, to be the first side ever to take a 3-0 win in a series over Great Britain. Ricky Cowan, his second touch of the ball. Clayton Friend lets it on to Fred Arcoy. Arcoy still getting the ball away to tackle. Friend. Arcoy. Another good bomb.
Yes, Kevin Taverty lifted Andy Gregory up, but they're actually teammates for Windus in the English competition. I don't think we'd drop him on his head.
A little bit of friendly rivalry between Kevin Taverty and his Witness teammate. Gary Campbell. Well, by my reckoning, Gary Campbell has made 2 mistakes in 3 test matches. That's not bad.
No, he's had a superb series. And
beautifully run in, Dean Bell. Nicely done. Clayton Friend again. Clayton Friend, his second try.
The Great Britain players are protesting it. They say never force the ball. And the referee's having quite a bit of trouble here. They're all surrounding the referee. I don't know what's going on. But it's a fair try. He's awarded the try to Clayton Friend.
What they're claiming is that the same thing happened as in the second test. Look at Dean Bell. Look at the way he ran onto that ball. Clayton Friend out there, such determination to get to the line. In the tackle, he didn't force it.
I think the Great Britain players were fair on that. The ball never seemed to hit the ground.
That is a direct parallel.
Here we go, head on. Let's see if we can see if the ball hitting the ground. There's Bell. He's through. Now watch out for when Friend is tackled.
That is not a try.
Does the ball hit the ground or not?
Nope.
I don't think it did. New Zealand very, very lucky.
Filipina puts the extra points on the board. Semantics, really, but that was not a try, technically, that has been awarded on New Zealand's total. And I'm sure they'll agree when they see the replay. It's a direct parallel with the second test. And I think the touch judge is coming onto the paddock now.
Yes, there's confusion here. I don't know what's happening. Has the referee called the game off, or I don't know what's going on here. The touch judge is on. No, they're coming back to the middle of the paddock. We still have 2 minutes to go by the clock, or less than 2 minutes. Here we go again. Got the wide pass out to Friend, and he's through. Number 14, Steve Donald, comes through and makes the tackle. But does the ball hit the ground?
No. In the second test, Dane O'Hara did the same thing to Ellery Hanley and held him up, and they didn't get the try. Clayton Friend, when he went over that line, he did not force the ball. It was well held up by the tackle. Nicely done. But the score on the board says New Zealand 32, Great Britain 16 with a minute remaining. Kurt Sorensen. And I think Kurt Sorensen will be looking for that fella. Kevin Tumity puts it up to Owen Wright. Owen Wright to Dean Bell. Dean Bell can't hold it as he goes through.
But this New Zealand team, they're so confident, they're throwing the ball from any position. There's guys there backing up, taking the passes, turning and looking.
Well, the clock shows full time. We're only in injury time now. It's in the referee's hands. Gregory trying to throw a pass to Myler. Doesn't connect. Owen Wright has it for the Kiwis. Can they score another try in injury time? Akoi.
Yes, Howie Tamble's taken 3 tight heads to 0, so he's got to be given credit for that. He's reversed early results in the first 2 tests.
Dane Sorensen. Harvey Tamati. Filipina. Through Friend. Double round with Friend and Kevin Tamati. Friend slips out of one tackle, caught in the second. Stopped well that time by Light. Red Arcoy with a little chip through. Is it going to bounce the right way for James Luluai? Filipina and Luluai were both there. There's the full-time hooter.
And there goes history. New Zealand have won their first series over Great Britain 3-0.
History has been made at Carlaw Park today. For the first time ever, a Kiwi side has beaten Great Britain by 3 tests to 0 in a series. And the last one in most convincing fashion, 32 points to 16, is the final score after the Kiwis went off at half-time, not looking terribly good at all, down by 10 points to 8. And at one stage, this Great Britain side had an 8-point advantage. What a comeback by the Kiwis. Running through the try scorers for you. After 18 minutes, a penalty to Filipina. There was penalties to Burke twice in the first half and a try to Hanley. A try to O'Hara in the first half for the Kiwis and 2 penalties to Filipina. And then in the 14 minutes of the second half, in the 14th minute, a try to Luluai converted by Filipina. Then a try to Friend converted by Filipina. Then a try to Luluai again converted by Filipina. And then a try to Friend again converted by Filipina. 32 points to 16 in the final test here at Carlaw Park. And Mike O'Donnell, when they went in at half-time, they had me worried for a moment. But in the second half, I always thought they would finish stronger, certainly not by that margin.
Yes, I thought when they were down 16-8, a little bit, but they always look so much better. Their ball scores were there. Oh, here was a harker. Let's have a look at this.
until 1908, when these two countries started playing league against each other. Since 1908, there have been 67 tests between the two countries. 42 have been won by Great Britain, 23 have been won by the Kiwis, and 2 have been drawn. So Great Britain have almost doubled our tally in terms of test wins, but a great win today, sewing up the series 3-0 for the Kiwis, the same as Australia did to this Great Britain side, but they look better in today's test than they have in the previous 2.
Yes, New Zealand always wanted that firm ground. We got it today, and they showed all their skills. And I'm sure over this 3 test series, the image of rugby league has certainly increased, and I'm sure the people who have watched this game today